Frank here with Doomed and Stoned and the Sludge Lord. I'm here with the boys of Deathkings. How you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
So Deathkings, LA locals, they fucking destroyed. They just came off stage. The crowd was feeling them. What do you guys have to say about the show?
Felt good. Felt real good.
Felt great.
Yeah.
I want to say that stage is special because it's very intimate in there, right? Like.
Yeah.
I think that's what really did it for me, is the intimacy of it all, and just having everybody closer together, kind of asses and elbows and all that shit.
Yeah. Everybody's fucking sweating and getting in tight in there, you know. But everybody's.
What I noticed was that the sound fills the room. We're on stage. On stage, it's maybe difficult to tell, but while I was up there, I thought, wow, it's really just permeating every part of that room. So.
Right on. All right, so let's start with the basics. Los Angeles, you guys fit in here. Why Deathkings? Why that name?
The name comes from an old horror movie called Der Todeskönig. It's a depressing ass movie, and I always felt like whatever music I was gonna start making next should reflect a lot of what like that movie was talking about.
Yeah.
Right. So it's a German movie. I just took the name, put it in English, put an S at the end, and Deathkings.
That's right. That sounds good to me. You know, falling in the vein of movie themed bands.
Yeah.
That's cool. So the LA Doom scene, I want to say everything's very united, right? Everyone gets along really well. Who are you guys' favorite guys to gig with around the area?
Well, you know, when we started playing shows, we'd play shows basically with a lot of bands that are local ones here today. Like there was Iron Mountain, which became Ancient Altar, and then Trapped with the Burning Machinery, Pigeon Wing, and Cold, and others. And so what happened is we started playing shows, and those are the guys we played shows with. And since then, we've all just united to make this scene happen. And you know, we're trying to get out there, you know, and everyone's trying to get out there and find their own way too. But you know, we go to the shows. If we're not playing, we go anyway.
Yeah.
You know, and support and hang out and have a great time.
And that's something we got something special here in LA, I think, and we'll highlight that later on. That's fair enough. Okay, so let's talk musical direction. Where are your influences? How this all started? Let's talk there. How you guys write?
How it all started. These two knuckleheads right here.
Yeah, we come from another band. We decided to just call it a day with that band and just play something different.
Yeah.
What we originally started playing as isn't what it ended up being, right? Because obviously we all have different influences. So he comes from like hardcore punk, grime stuff. You know, he's a Bay Area metalhead dude, right? We actually had another guitarist who he replaced, who came from like the Orange County hardcore scene. So it was just different people throwing in their ideas, and we got what we have now.
Yeah, it's an evolution of different things coming together.
Yeah.
Mainly comes from the writing process, because someone comes in with an idea, and that'll be the foundation for everyone making up their parts and how the song's going to flow from there. So, you know, everyone gets an opportunity to do their thing.
And that's the mark of a band that's built to last, don't you think? When everyone gets input in it and everyone's happy with what's coming out.
I totally agree on that.
If somebody's doing everything, sooner or later somebody's not going to be happy with something, you know, if they're not involved, and then that's when things start to break down, lines start to change.
Yeah, I've been in that situation too many times. It's not the situation now because everybody has direct input, and it just works out really well.
Yeah.
I think the most important thing is someone has a vision, and we give them the room to run within until someone else picks up the ball.
Makes it happen.
Yeah, and so, you know, everyone is so open. We like to kind of see what's going to go.
Right on. So there's something unique going on, I think, with doom metal and just stoner music and you know, Black Sabbath inspired music. I want to say the last 4 or 5 years, right? Like great interest is taking. How do you guys feel about that? Tell me when your interest in this whole type of music peaked and whatnot.
Well, I think the whole attention it's been getting within the last couple of years is good, obviously, because there's so many bands that are just talented, and they're now trying to, they're getting that spotlight.
They're getting the respect now.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's a bad thing too, only because there's been greater bands that came out of Los Angeles area, especially that people don't know about.
Yes, I totally agree with you.
And I think the bands that are coming up now, when they speak of those old bands, people will want to, give them the attention that they obviously deserve.
Yeah.
But I feel like they should have been getting it back then as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is ironic.
Of course.
Woo! Party!
We'll edit that out.
Getting too excited here.
I did get too excited.
Which is ironic.
This is how our band rolls.
We share it.
That's right.
So we'll start
The
from
pants
there.
gets a drink.
Which is ironic because Be Demons here, and Jeff finally got his dues. I think today, or not today, but when they played, for years he was kind of like, oh, the guy from Pentagram that wrote all that stuff a long time ago.
Right.
But he's getting his dues now, and I feel like with the locals playing these shows, it's kind of like coming full circle,
Yeah.
The locals getting their dues as well.
It's a win-win situation for everyone.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone here is more so here for the bigger bands, Sleep, those guys are on top, but, they're going to see Deathkings and Ancient Altar, and that Day of the Shred, Trapped, and Destroyer of Light.
They're going to get surprised because, like I said, there's a lot of great talent right now.
Yeah.
And they're not just carbon copies of the old bands.
That's right.
They have their personal influences and all that gets added.
Yeah.
So, I think it's great.
Yeah, and it's special also, don't you think, when you go to a gig and you don't know who the opening band is, you go and they just tear shit up. It leaves an impression, right, forever.
absolutely.
Like, damn, that band was sick. I gotta go on Bandcamp. I gotta go on YouTube.
Yeah.
I gotta go buy their merch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So the split with Rosamond. Let's talk about that. How did that relationship get established? Because they're not even from here.
No, they're
It
from
seems
Boston.
to be a question for a lot of people.
Yeah, they're Boston guys. Ryan from Midnight Collective, he sort of orchestrated the whole thing. The fortunate thing for us was that he chose a really cool band, right? They're really awesome musicians.
They're great. They destroy.
Actually,
Yeah.
and Matt was actually telling me the story of how that came about too.
Yeah. So, when we started writing to each other, when other guys, Matt and myself, it was sort of just over email on Facebook or whatever. We actually met them in person this last Thursday. The best thing was that they're so cool. Really down to earth guys, and I feel like
Those are the best people to work with.
and we feel like we've known each other for years because we see each other.
We're gonna be friends.
Yeah.
Like it's just like just like brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, when things click, magic happens.
Of course,
Yes.
And we're fortunate too that the song that they put on that split goes hand in hand with ours.
Yeah,
Right.
it flows.
Yeah, so
It's that's something special, and we'll have a review up for that. And so basically, the relationship was established just seeing eye to eye on cool vibes going everywhere, right?
Yeah. I think they were looking at where they were going and what we were doing, and said we should pair those bands up. And
Right on. So you mentioned to me earlier that a mini tour is in store, right?
yeah, we're gonna try to see if we can do some LA stuff and then start going outside of Los Angeles. Just take like little weekend runs out, three or four shows at a time.
Can you name some locations so people can come get ready and hyped about it?
We'd like to come back up to the Pacific Northwest. We hit up Portland and Seattle last year.
Those cities are just insane right now, right? With
they were
good
amazing.
times. Good times up
Great
there.
times.
cranking out good tunes, and everybody's going out to the show.
Mac Bellwitch.
Great
Yeah.
Oh, we should
bands.
play tonight. We played with them.
people.
Great ambience.
Yeah. We definitely want to get out to Arizona again.
Yeah.
Our boys Greenery also from out there.
There's some good new metal bands out there.
Yeah, we want to start taking more shots outside of Los Angeles, just to
Getting
experience
to the
the
people
shows.
you don't know.
Exactly.
It's key.
And yeah, that is key, and it's also a big challenge, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's definitely a huge challenge.
Because the modern age is great in terms of promotion, self-promotion, right? You got YouTube, Bandcamp, Facebook, Instagram, but it's also got its negative aspects. Record label support isn't all there.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about that. How you guys are getting around those struggles and whatnot. How is your approach to it?
I mean, we pretty much handle everything on our own.
Yeah.
We just collectively put the money together, do whatever recordings we need to do, hope somebody wants to put it out. It just makes it a lot easier in that aspect because a lot of people can't do that because they're struggling, as it is, struggling artists. But for us, it kind of works pretty well.
Yeah, I would actually say that we've done done that probably previous to my tenure in the band. Ryan and the Midnight Collective has helped us focus so much and helped us out with the vision and with not just us, all the rest of the bands on the roster.
Yeah.
Like it really is it's amazing.
Putting the gigs together and everything.
Yeah, gigs, artwork, all this other stuff. It's been a tremendous asset in helping all these bands out, bring the level of it all up, and
we're all in this together mentality. Right?
And with the internet and the ability to put out music on different sites and everything, leading up to this, we put something out on your guys' comp, and then we did the split and made it available online. So it allows us to, we have to put deadlines and say, okay, if we want to have something out there, people will know us. We need to have some more material for these mediums as well. And the cool thing is, if you talk about direction, we're using that as an opportunity to do the other things that we would like to do and have Deathkings in a different light.
Opportunities are created.
Right, and it's like, doing the East Coast, West Coast thing with Razumov, hopefully that opens both bands to being able to cross things over and then being able to do different things with Deathkings as well.
And hopefully things will come together full circle.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the vision. Right on. Well, so you guys viewers out there should check out the split with Razumov and anything on Midnight Collective. Check them out on tour.
We're actually going to release our second album at some point later this year. It's sort of a long time coming because we finished it up maybe over a year ago. We're just sort of waiting for the right time to swing it out on people. We did the split.
To unleash the beast.
Yeah. And,
Not only the right time, but the right packaging.
right packaging.
All that is important. You don't want to drop your album the same week that, Paul Bear is dropping theirs.
I don't even think it's even about like what other people are doing. It's more like we want to make a product that blows us away.
Yeah.
So
And it's not
that's
rushed.
like, be really happy and
We're actually quite selfish, I think, in a lot of ways with how we approach what we do as a band.
Hey, as long as it's quality, nobody will mind.
Exactly.
Yeah,
If it doesn't pass our QA, then it's not going to pass.
And you're making, at the end of the day, music both for yourself and hey, and if other people dig it,
That's really what it is. Like at the end of the day, when we do a show, when we do the practices and all that, we have to walk away satisfied.
Yeah.
Right? If we're not happy with it, it's not gonna. Nobody else is gonna ever see it.
That's great. All right. So Frank here signing off. We're here at Psycho, California with Deathkings. Say what's up, guys.
Thank you.
So thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Catch you next time.
Yeah.
Absolutely.